Welcome, everyone. Thank you for watching another Christian Painters live stream video. How about a little music? And I got right here 2 fan decks of colors ready to answer all your questions. So get your questions ready. Let's do a little bit of rocking and a rolling and get right back to it. Swing it around just for a second. It's all about that little bit of fun, everybody. Here we are at Christian Painters live StreamYard to YouTube and Facebook. First, I want to ask all of my Facebook followers to head over to the YouTube channel. That's my #1 priority here with Christian Painters and everything else that I do. My name is Rick E. Warden. I am the owner of Christian Painters, been in business. That flyer there was a little off. Basically, I've been in business over 23 years now here in Arlington, Texas, Mansfield, Texas, and surrounding areas. I painted my first house as Christian Painters back in June of 1999, right there in the Overland Stage area. Green Oaks and I-20 is your closest general reference, but also Hawkins Cemetery. So everybody who knows Hawkins Cemetery Road, that's Overland Stage neighborhood there, and that's where I painted my first house in June of 1999. I'd love to hear from those customers. And something else that I did before that is I operated a couple of online directories. I was actually doing web page design and logo design and business forms layouts and printing through B&B Printing over there in Mansfield, Texas. And so I've long been very good at recommending and referring local businesses. So before I take off about Christian Painters, I want to extend a warm welcome and invitation to any other businesses that are paying attention, that happen to be, that I'm getting your attention here. Hop on if you like to, or just hop in the comments. There is a live chat here, so you can chat and I'll answer your questions, or to the businesses specifically. Like, for example, my cousin Robert. He joined us for a second last week in the chats. And so, Robert, if you would like to mention the name of your business in the live chat, or if you would like to hop on the panel, make yourself available for anybody who has questions. Now, I'm not suggesting to any of my business owner friends that I have hundreds of people over here for you to, expose your business to and get some good business and some people that you can provide your professional services to build up your business. There's no shame in that. That's what we do as business owners, and customers need to understand that and appreciate it. If they don't, that's okay. When you own a business, that's what you're doing, is you're trying to build your business. And this is one way to do it. In 2022, live stream to YouTube and Facebook, where there's this live interaction, this visceral interaction, and you can get your questions answered now. Just hop on. I can answer any question you have. So there we go. Let's parlay on over. My invitation to all of my friends who own your own business, whether it's roofing, flooring, air conditioning, heating, is my cousin Robert. And if any of my friends really need an AC guy, let me know and I'll give you my cousin's contact info. But he's the best. He's the best in the business that I know of. I've been around for a long time. I'm very, very proud of my little bit of family that I know and am close to. So love you, Robert. Thank you for joining us in the live chat last week. Let's see. So whether it's any of those people, countertop people I've worked with, flooring people I've worked with, that would be like David Lockhart over in Grapevine. That'd be the Floor Barn in Mansfield or Burleson. A lot of different people that I've worked with over the years. So if you want to hop on here in the live chat to solicit your services, you are welcome to. The only spamming that I will ever consider spam on this live stream or in the live chat will be, like pornography and stuff. That to me is wrong. I don't know if Walmart hopped on, that would be almost just as wrong. I wouldn't really appreciate Walmart in my live chat. But I don't know. It's a weird world, Walmart would bring 1 million people to my channel. So you're welcome to Walmart. Walmart. I pick on Walmart specifically just a little bit because, that's the store that my grandparents were the most aware of and said, oh, yeah, they're going to put all the independent businesses out of business. And they knew what the hell they were talking about, at least to that degree. So here we are now today in 2022, where the takeover of corporations, even into the home service industry, is real. It's absolute. They've already taken over everything else. Retail. You can find some independent restaurant, like food service type companies. You can find independent bars, entertainment. You can find independent businesses in the like athletic service industry and things like that. But boy, it's becoming more and more challenging every year to find, like an air conditioning company that's not part of a bigger corporation that has a system that leaves the average homeowner's basic service needs out as the priority. And that's the difference between a corporation, like it or not, and a independent business owner, is that an independent business owner should be able to tell you exactly what they're offering. Like I give a line item bid and then deliver on that. Whereas a corporation has to say, well, there's a lot of us, it's a big system and we will get you taken care of, but sometimes we have to work through, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. Just go trying to find some help at Lowe's anymore. Used to, when Lowe's first opened, man, they were almost like Ace Hardware. They had people walking in the aisles trying to help you with smiles on their faces. Today, you can't find anyone to help you at Lowe's. You can, but you're always like interrupting them. So it's not their fault. I'm not picking on the individuals. I'm saying the way the system is set up is that they already have those people overworked, apparently. I'm not there 24/7, but apparently, because anytime you approach anyone at Lowe's, Home Depot, it's just like approaching someone at Walmart. Huh? What? they got to stop what they're doing just to help you. Oh, by the way, y'all see my painting back here? Where's my painting? You like that? I just did that. I did that live on a video yesterday if you want to go check it out, or the day before. I think it was on the video. Either way, I painted that live. You can go watch that on the video. I want to make myself available for scheduling interior painting next week. I realize this is Thanksgiving week, so it is the holidays are nigh upon us. Prior to 2008, I used to have people begging me to paint even Thanksgiving week. So there's a big difference in, not just the economy, but the home service industry, because the corporations like Sherwin-Williams have intentionally favored the illegal immigrants over independent, organic, local, homegrown business owners. And the reason why is for control. They know full good and well that I'm not going to acquiesce and bow and do all the things they require you to do. But the illegal immigrants will, and they will really fast. And so there's a lot of people at Sherwin-Williams making money all kinds of different ways off of illegal immigrant labor. So I don't blame anyone ever. I'll answer all your questions. I'm transparent. It's one of my best and worst qualities. There I am. More than anything, I am a professional house painter. I am a professional interior decorator with colors. Like, I don't know anybody that knows colors better than I do. If you do, if you know colors, hop on, let's have a talk. But, it's not about ego and, let me show you I'm better than you. It's just, no, I've been doing this all of my life. I've been working with colors. I make tie-dye t-shirts. I was making tie-dye t-shirts as a kid. Like, I'm a pretty extreme nature. So I like to do things with a certain level of excellence. So even as a child, I was doing extreme, excellent tie-dye t-shirts and pants and everything else. And so I can't remember when I first painted on a house, but it was when I was young. And painting, cleaning, anything creative was always just second nature to me. So if you would like to hire me, Rick E. Warden, personally, to come into your home and paint, I would be honored. I can show you some nice colors that will look nice in your home. I can even show you areas like this where you could do a nice little faux finish, do an accent there. And not only that, where I'm at, I've got a paint colors. Oh, here it is, all the way down. I didn't get it loaded. Well, let me see if I can just load it, because it says that I can. Let me go over here and see. Whoa, not all of that. I'm going to have to turn the phone sideways, so y'all bear with me. Okay, well, I guess the reason it's not loaded is because I did not edit it. Where is that? Okay, well, I was trying to get one more thing saved before, you couldn't see me anyway because I had the graphic up. But I was trying to get one more thing saved. Oh, I know what it is. It's that rosemary, and it's the cover of the video. So that's what it was. I did upload it as the cover. So I'm not completely losing my mind here. All right. So let's go ahead and talk real quick about pricing. Pricing right here. Christian painters, if you need your room painted next week, I charge $400 to paint your walls, $200 to paint the ceilings, $200 to paint the trim woods. Trim woods are like window sills, door jambs, baseboards, and doors are $50 per door. Now you're going to add an additional 50% for second coats that are needed. The only reason you need second coats is if you pick a richer color, like sometime rich greens, but certainly any kind of red, yellow, orange, purple, some blues. Those kind of colors definitely require two coats. And if you're painting over one of those colors, it's going to require two coats. So it's $600 for two coats on the walls in an average size room, or it's $400 for one coat. I use premium grade Sherwin-Williams paint, Promar 200. I'd be happy to show you the status sheets on that product. I stand behind it. It is, along with Kelly Moore's interior wall paint 1010. Those two paints are the two best interior wall paints available on the market. And the rest of the paints, when you walk into a Sherwin-Williams store, they ask you a question. Oh, do you have or do you have an account with us? Are you a contractor, or are you just looking to paint your own home? And so once they determine whether you're a professional or you're just getting paint for your own home, then they tell you what paints they have available to you. In other words, they would never tell a paint contractor, hey, these $70 paints are what you need. But an individual homeowner, they'll take you over there and kind of give you a spin through their marketing program and show you their $60 and $70 a gallon paints, where really what you need for your walls is Promar 200. Usually it's interior eggshell. Their flat is a nice flat. It's actually a good durable flat, that Promar 200 is, but it's really more like an eggshell. The Promar 200 flat is like a true eggshell. And if you want flat, the flattest flat that Sherwin-Williams has, the best quality paint that is the flattest flat, is called Promar 400 interior flat. And that's usually what we use on the ceilings, is the Promar 400 flat, because I want the flatter flat instead of an eggshell. Because truly, you just have to know what you're talking about. It's the difference between a professional and everyone else, including your associates at the store. They don't know the products like I do. So the Promar 200 flat is like a true eggshell. It's got a very, very tiny sheen to it, which makes it more durable. It's good for your walls. But Promar 200 eggshell has a little more, it's like a satin, so a little more sheen to it. And so there you go on the trim woods. On the walls and ceilings. Basically, what I do is everything is included in that $400. The price of the paint, my spackle, taping off, and cleaning up, all of that. Even if all I'm doing is painting your walls, I still have to clean the baseboards and I have to clean the floor just so my tape will stick, because I have to tape that stuff off to paint professionally. And just for my tape to be able to stick, I have to clean the baseboards and clean the floors. So that's one of the things that we do. Also on the windowsills, if you're spackle all the nail holes. I do not repair cracks for $400. I charge additional for cracks, but and quite a bit. Everyone does, so don't be surprised. It's one of the craziest things, sheetrock repairs. Everybody thinks they're just real easy to do, and they're not. They're more time consuming to do. They make a bigger mess than just painting the walls. All right. So they cost more. That's how it works. So everything's all inclusive with these prices. $400 for the walls. So if anybody listening needs your room painted next week or the next week, I would love to have your business here in South Arlington, Mansfield, and surrounding areas. $400 in an average size room to paint the walls. $200 for the ceilings, $200 for the trim woods. Again, that's all inclusive. So that means on the trim woods, they all have to be cleaned, obviously, but they have to be sanded also. So wherever they need to be sanded, I sand them. Those areas are usually doors. Areas on the doors need to be sanded that have been, roughed up. and have stuff on them. And the door jambs need to be sanded, especially down at the bottom where nobody sands. That's where they really need to be sanded, and sometimes even primed. But I clean all of that woodwork, window sills. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I clean out around the window sills. I recaulk them, sand them down, prime them as needed, and paint them all for $200. And that includes the paint, and I have to use paint thinners and paint conditioners for oil-based enamel paints. So all that's included for $200. So do me and yourself a favor. Always take 2 or 3 estimates if that's important to you. Always, especially, I believe, take the time to review the information that a painter that you're considering provides for you, which is what I'm doing here now, is providing information for you to get to know about my services so you can feel more confident about me painting your rooms, or you can move on. And that's what this is about. So anyway, I'd love to have your business. Doors are $50 a door. Again, they get sanded and cleaned. These trim woods, I clean them with mineral spirits, not water. I clean them with mineral spirits and a cotton rag. And I try, before I paint oil, I always try to remove as much dust from the area as possible, because it's a fact that oil-based enamel paint has a chemically attractive something to dust. And dust is just floating around in the air, whether I'm there working or whether you recognize it or not. And it just naturally tends to get in oil-based enamel paint. And oil-based enamel paint, it takes it, an hour to dry or something, and then it's still sticky and tacky for several hours. Depending on the weather outside, it can be 8 hours before it really is not like tacky anymore. And then I always recommend, every time I ever paint oil, to give it 24 hours minimum to really dry. From there, it's got a lot of curating to do and all that stuff. But, you got to give it space to, one, not get dust in it, not get dirty after you paint it. You've worked really hard to clean it up, and I need it to look good. So I try to clean those areas. Again, all of that's included in these prices. There's where it is. It says 25 years in business. I was just trying to get the point across. I'm actually in business over 23 years, June of 99. 1,600 YouTube videos. That's actually bumped up now to 1,800 YouTube videos. It has Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram on there. I don't do anything on Twitter and Instagram. I apologize for that. I used to. I'm trying to get off of Facebook, so I want to encourage everyone to go over to my YouTube channel. I want YouTube to be my main format of keeping my business out there in front of in the public, so that my customers can find me and that I'm easier to find. It's that simple. As a business owner, you've always had to market and promote. We used to advertise in phone books. A lot of people actually used to rely on advertising in phone books and coupons in the mail and stuff like that. I've never relied on it. It's always been, with this business, was a source of keeping my name out there. But any kind of advertising I ever did, I was doing a lot of organic self marketing and promoting to back that up. So, for example, joining the Chamber of Commerce is a great idea for any local home service business. The thing is, with joining the Chamber of Commerce, I don't think you can just join and magically your phone starts ringing. But if you join and do the bare minimums with all of your heart, instead of trying to spread yourself out and not being able to do well in a couple of areas, with the Chamber of Commerce, just take 2 areas and put 100% into those areas. And so what I did specifically at the South Lake Chamber of Commerce, Burleson Chamber of Commerce, Mansfield Chamber of Commerce, more than any other, is I would make the monthly luncheons and the monthly after hours. So most every chamber has those 2 meetings. It'll be a monthly luncheon where there will be a special guest speaker. It may be someone really boring, like a political candidate. It might be worse, but it might be better. You might get like a real comedian or someone who's actually a teacher and can educate you and others. But that's not really why you're there. You're there as a business owner building your business and trying to make money in a way that benefits everyone. And so what you do is you just have to attend the monthly luncheons and the monthly after hours and actually work them, get to know people. And if there are any contests, giveaways, things like that, always try to participate, even if you're just, doing something simple like a holiday kind of gifts that you're giving away that people could regift, or, candies, anything to keep your name, on the mouths of people there at the event. But me in particular, in my business, this is how I encourage you to approach your business. I don't know how to do it for you. But with my business, I was able to give away a free room to paint without breaking the bank. Now I can't do that today. My bank's already broke. So I would give away a free room to paint, usually just walls. And unless it was a bigger event. I mean, I definitely did some big things, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm just telling you, see that little cute little faux finish there? So that's what I would do, is give away a free room to paint with free interior decorating consultation, because that's a real thing. You have to pay big money for the people that I know that do interior decorating consultations. And I do it personally as well as them, or better, because I'm actually using the products every day. The interior decorators are actually using the colors, but they're also using window treatments and uh, uh, furniture decor and wall decor. And if you have a really good interior decorator, then they're also talking, and able to show you about lighting and, different types of lighting and, how that affects colors and, all of that stuff. So some of those people are actually worth it. But most of them, I'm not going to say they're not worth it. I'm just saying that I know as much as they do or more. That's what I was saying. So anybody paying attention, here's what I would do, is give away a free faux finish, or a free room to be painted with a free faux finish. It would be a faux finish accent wall, kind of like what you're seeing in the picture there. But that gave the person announcing the prizes to be given away an opportunity to say, hey, everybody, it's a free faux finish. And this was right before and during the times of HGTV and the room makeovers and all of that stuff. One of my highlights in the HGTV room makeovers is that they did NBA stars, NBA players. So they did a room makeover for Devin Harris. He had a condominium here in Dallas, and he had just joined the Mavericks. And so somehow he was selected, and they did a horrible job. You look at the video and it looks great. You look at the pictures and they look great, but it looked horrible. Okay. And so they hired me to paint over it. And that was one of the things that I did. But I did a lot of things when it comes to room makeovers. Here's one of my specialties. If you have cabinets that you need to stain darker, I am available for that. I use this product here called Old Masters Gel Stain Glaze. And so I am available for that. If you have a exterior, I'm available for that. I'm available to paint Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday every week. Every week I can paint Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So give me an opportunity to make you happy, like my customer here in Grand Prairie. You can see the video on YouTube here of him. Very happy. And I want to give a shout out to my grandson, Phoenix. This is why I'm available Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Go over and check out his YouTube channel, and subscribe and all that. We upload videos there every week, and they're a ton of fun. He's an amazing child. But this is what I do with my life every Thursday. So later today, today's Thursday, I'll be picking him up and keeping him. And, we don't have a lot of money, so it's not like I have options to go do a million things with him. I just play with him. We play and play and play, and he's amazing. He plays piano. He plays drums. He's just an amazing child. So that's what I do Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm available to paint for you every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So salute there to all of my customers. There's my prices. And again, I have one more service that I offer. Sorry for doing that. That was pretty horrible. I just saw my big face or eyeball in the monitor. I'm about to get out of here. I am waiting for anyone. Well, looky here. Sure enough, I had porno show up last time. So I basically am my own moderator, and this is life. I don't understand it any more than anyone else. I see life as beautiful, and probably more beautiful than what it actually is, and that's probably my biggest problem. It's probably what holds me back, you hear people talk about finding the beauty in others and being positive and sharing the love. Well, that's me. That's been me all my life. But wow, maybe I found too much beauty. Maybe I should have found the recklessness and the thievery more in the common person. It's easy for me to find the recklessness of authority and, what they say it, ultimate power ultimately corrupts. So, that ultimate corrupt power has been easy to identify for a long time. But to see it in, individuals that, I would prefer to just love and trust and cherish and all that. Oh my God, what a brain scramble that has been. So anyway, I do have this service available also, $10 for 10 minutes. I am 100% convinced that I can save you time, money, and headache. The reason I'm convinced is because I've been doing this for about a couple of years now, and I definitely have customers, and I wished a couple of them would hop on here and say, hey, I remember. But I definitely have had good experiences with multiple customers where they agreed that I was able to save them money. I was able to save them time and headache. So there's my service. If you want to FaceTime me or just call me, send me pictures and videos, I'll review them and we'll talk about it. I guarantee you in 10 minutes for $10, I can save you time, money, and headache if you are hiring a professional. Otherwise, I prefer to do about 20 of those a day, 30 of those a day. That'd be fantastic, but that's pretty utopian. And this is becoming more utopian in thought as the days go by. $400 to paint your walls, $200 to paint your ceilings, $200 to paint your trim woods, $50 to paint your doors. All inclusive, includes all your paint, the labor cost, everything's included in those prices. I'm available next week for holiday painting, and I'll be available pretty much every. Please consider me, Rick E. Warden, owner of Christian Painters, to paint your home interior or exterior, especially if you're in the Arlington, Mansfield, and surrounding areas, because that makes it so much easier for me that I'm able to take much better care of you, like this gentleman here in Grand Prairie. Had he been in McKinney, there's no way I could have spent as much time as I spent with him and his wife and his family. I just couldn't have done it. But since he's right here in Grand Prairie off of I-20, just north of I-20, Great Southwest area there, it made it very convenient for me to spend quality time with him. And that's what it's about. I'm not promising that I have all the time in the world. I'm just saying that when it comes to professional house painting, it's something that people only do once or twice in their life. I'm not sure this gentleman had ever hired a professional painter before. And so I treated him from the get-go as someone who would receive my help if I just gave him the right information in a simple format. And he did. Look at him. Thumbs up. Go watch the video. All right. And also contact me. You can email me at christianpainters.com. You can leave a comment right here at christianpainters@gmail. So you can email me at christianpainters@gmail. Please don't Facebook message me. That really throws me off. I would much rather you go to YouTube and leave a comment on the video, even for an estimate. Like, I will get that notice and I can go right over to that. But with Facebook messages, they've got it so quagmired, and it's all algorithmed to 100% benefit Facebook, not me. It's not convenient for me. But for some reason, YouTube is extremely convenient for me. You just leave a comment on the video. And so how would that work? Let's say you wanted to use sand dollar on your walls. That's the color you're interested in. Well, go on YouTube and type in Christian Painters sand dollar interior paint. And I've got, I don't know, I'm sure I have a playlist for the color sand dollar. And you can see those videos. And on that video, you can leave a comment and say, hey, I'm interested in having my walls painted, and I'd like to talk to you about hiring you. And I can, boom, get right a hold of you, like immediately. We can get it lined up and we'll be ready to go. All right, so thank you everybody for being patient with me here as I kind of stumble my way through this. You know, when you wake up in the morning here in 2022, if you don't contemplate, should I or should I not, then congratulations. Congratulations, really. Be thankful. You are very, very fortunate, and I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Let's put it that way. I'm happy for everyone. Let's see. Tom McDonald. There you go. Tom McDonald is really huge right now today as a white rapper guy, singing about a lot of conservative things. So, you know, a lot of my customers probably appreciate it. I, on the other hand, am very political neutral, but that's not my point. My point is that this Tom McDonald is experiencing huge independent success right now today. So I spent a little time checking him out, just a little, and found right away that he credits his family for his success. He's a Canadian, and he says that even though he's the black sheep of the family, he's, you know, is a rapper, and he has tattoos on his face, and he has long hair, that his family 100% has supported him through all of this and still 100% support him today. And he credits that miracle, that miraculous process of having a family that supports you. Okay. So that's something I've never had. And I'm not complaining. I'm actually kind of appreciative that I didn't have family, because I don't know what I would have done. Having someone to tell me what to do and threatening to beat me with a belt and all that stuff, it probably wouldn't have gone very good. But for those of you, no matter what it took, if you have family that supports you, I am happy for you. And if you wake up and you don't have to contemplate, should I or should I not, then congratulations. But a lot of us wake up, kind of wake up, or woke up, and our thoughts are, should I or shouldn't I? Because there's always a lot of reasons to not. Yeah. 2022, pandemic, economy, wars around the world. My grandparents used to say back in the 70s and early 80s that the world's gone to hell in a handbasket. Well, all the greatest intentions of the world have sent us directly to a burning hell. This world is on fire with madness, authoritarian tyranny. And nobody cares. Like, nobody can even have a conversation about it. It's got to be one extreme side or the other extreme side. So just thank you for putting up with me. I'm not really here to talk about the state of affairs of the world. I only said that because I need your help. It's real. I need your business. If you got a couple of rooms you need to have painted, I got a grandson that I desperately need to provide for. So thank you. And then before I wrap this up, the only other thing that I have to say is I do intend to continue these StreamYard live to YouTube broadcasts every week. This is the third one I've done this week. No one has hopped on even in the live chats this week, Monday, Tuesday, or today, Thursday. But I'll do them again next week unless I'm working. If I'm working, then I, may or may not. If I'm working, I'll probably do the broadcast of me working. You'll see me working. So that's how it'll go down. And I have to take advantage of this platform. I hope to make it entertaining even, but as interesting and informative as possible by having guests. But first, I've got to improve my studio. And before I can improve my studio, which means a new computer, I have to provide for my grandson and myself. So without getting into all the woe is me of what that is, I'm just going to say thank you very much for your support. I've got one person viewing still. I had two at one point. And of course, when I end the video, probably by this time tomorrow in 24 hours, there'll be at least 50 people who have watched this video. So thank you to each and every one of you. Much love. I hope to hear from you.